Welcome, fellow seekers of knowledge, to our enlightening exploration on the art of persuasion, unveiling the psychology. We're about to enter a world where persuasion influences decisions and shapes perspectives, a world embedded in our everyday talks and negotiations. Get ready to dive into this captivating realm. Let's understand how ethical persuasion can be a potent tool. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of persuasion and its monumental impact on our lives. Ever wonder how a simple conversation can make you change your mind about something you were so sure about? That, my friends, is the power of persuasion at work. It's a fascinating concept that's been around since the dawn of humanity and is present in every corner of our lives. You see, persuasion isn't just about selling products or convincing someone to agree with your point of view. It's a fundamental part of our daily communications, from debating movie choices with friends to negotiating a deal at work. It's the art of getting people to see things from a different perspective, and it's what makes conversation so dynamic and interesting. And yet, persuasion often gets a bad rap associated with manipulation and deceit. But let's clear that up. True persuasion isn't about tricking people into doing what you want. It's about finding common ground, understanding each other's needs, and creating solutions that benefit everyone involved. Persuasion, when used properly, is less about manipulation and more about creating a win-win situation for everyone involved. Scene script. Consider this scenario. A friend asks you to help them move a small box and then asks you to move a couch. You're more likely to help with the couch after moving the box, right? Welcome to the world of the foot-in-the-door technique, a fascinating strategy in the realm of persuasion. This technique is all about starting small and scaling up. You see, when a minor request is made first, it paves the way for a more significant request later on. So why does this work? It all comes down to two key psychological principles: consistency and commitment. We humans have an inherent desire to appear consistent in our actions. So if we've already agreed to a small request, we're more likely to agree to a larger one to maintain this consistency. Similarly, once we commit to something, even something small, we feel an obligation to see it through. This technique is not just a party trick. It's a tool used across various fields. For instance, in sales, a customer might be asked to answer a few simple questions before being presented with a product to buy. In marketing, you might be asked to sign up for a free trial before being offered a full subscription. Even in social work, this technique can help people make progressive changes in their behavior. The foot-in-the-door technique is a testament to the subtle dance of persuasion. It's fascinating how a simple yes to a small request increases the likelihood of agreeing to a bigger task, isn't it? Let's flip the script now. Picture this. A friend asks for a big favor, you say no, then they ask for a smaller one. This is the door-in-the-face technique, a strategy used in persuasion and marketing. It involves making a large request followed by a smaller one to pressure agreement. An high-price offer is often followed by a discount, making the discounted price seem more attractive. Isn't it amazing how our perception of a request changes based on what precedes it? So why do these persuasion techniques work? What's happening in our brains? Well, the fascinating field of psychology offers us some answers. You see, there are a number of principles at play when we're being persuaded. First, let's talk about the need for consistency. Our brains crave order and predictability, so when we say or do something, we feel a strong internal pressure to act in ways that are consistent with it. This is why the foot-in-the-door technique, where a small request is followed by a larger one, is so effective. Then there's the influence of authority. We're hardwired to respect and follow authority figures. It's an instinct that's been ingrained in us since the dawn of time, when respecting the tribal leader meant survival. Today, we're more likely to be persuaded by someone we perceive as an expert or authority in a particular field. Finally, let's not forget the power of social proof. We're social creatures, and we tend to do what others are doing. Whether it's following fashion trends or choosing a restaurant based on reviews, we're influenced by the actions of those around us. Understanding these principles doesn't just make us susceptible to persuasion, but it also equips us to become better communicators and decision makers. we become more aware of why we make certain choices and can use these principles to persuade others ethically and effectively. In the end, understanding the psychology of persuasion empowers us to communicate effectively and make choices that align with our values and goals. Having understood the psychology of persuasion, we venture into the realm of ethical persuasion. It's critical to realize that persuasion isn't about manipulation, but helping others view a different perspective. Ethical use of these techniques promotes understanding, productive interactions, and societal impact. We can leverage authority to endorse health guidelines or use social proof to cultivate inclusivity. Our goal should be not just to influence, but to connect. And with this, we conclude our exploration of the art of persuasion. Your journey into mastering the art of influence begins now. Harnessing the power of persuasion ethically is not just an art, it's a responsibility. It's about fostering connections, understanding, and empathy. Not just for personal gains, but for the betterment of society. Remember, persuasion is a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how it's used. So, use your newfound knowledge wisely to inspire, to motivate, and to make a positive impact. Thank you for delving into the intricate world of persuasion with us today. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to stay tuned for more mind-expanding content. Your support fuels our exploration of the human psyche. Until next time, stay curious and keep mastering the art of influence. See you in the next mind-bending episode.